This book exposes why we're constantly looking for excuses not to change, and most of the reasons aren't real limitations, they're safety mechanisms. It's The Courage to Be Disliked by Ichiro Kishimi and Fumitake Koga. It's easy to come up with excuses not to pursue something we want to achieve. We say things like, if only I had more time, or if only I had the right environment, or I'm too old, or I'm too young. We say we want change, but deep down we want to live inside a realm of predictable possibilities. Why? Because changing feels dangerous. It means you might feel exposed. You might have to face criticism. You might have to risk being cringe or face rejection, basically being disliked by others. This book reveals why we lack courage. We convince ourselves, I don't have enough courage to take the actions that will lead to happiness, and therefore we choose to remain unhappy. But we're actually using our own fears as excuses to keep us safe. A lot of those thoughts might come from past negative experiences or limiting beliefs, but here's the shift that this book offers. It argues that no matter what has occurred in your life up to this point, it has no bearing on how you live from now on. Now, you might disagree with this line of thinking. In fact, the book is structured as a debate between two people, a student and a philosopher, and it's constantly trying to prove the proposed arguments wrong. That's something I really like about this book. It comes up with questions you probably would come up with. Now, one of the main arguments is that most of our problems and fears come from interpersonal relationships. In Adlerian psychology, which is what this book is based on, it says that we choose to dislike ourselves. We focus on our flaws specifically so we have an excuse to avoid people. So one of the main causes of this is living life like it's a competition. So you're viewing the world through a vertical hierarchy, thinking that we're either above or below other people. And that's why we crave recognition. It gives the feeling of having some sort of worth in this hierarchy. The problem is, if you live in a hierarchy, you're terrified of falling down. You allow other people's dislikes to paralyze you. You end up living purely to satisfy other people's expectations. So do your best to accept who you are now, have the confidence in others, contribute to others, and then regardless of the outcome, have the courage to step forward and do the thing that you've always been wanting to do. That is the courage to be disliked. Hiding your true self hurts you much more than being disliked ever could.